Okay. Good morning, Fezzik. How are you? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Root to your brain. I've done that. I've done that a lot. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I'm just gonna shaman. Toxin. Sacrifice the clue. I think this is my best play. You need to get make it work on time. Well, at least you at least your wife is like pointing it out, I guess. There's definitely a few times when I was like, this is years ago, like pre-COVID or whatever, but like I thought it was a different day than it was. And my girlfriend at the time had already like gone to work, and I just like, there's a day where I accidentally set my alarm for 6 p.m. instead of 6 a.m. to wake up, and I ended up sleeping like till 10 a.m. because I guess I was just so tired. It's like a bunch of funny stuff like that. That's two. Like, oh, it doesn't matter. Yeah. Yeah. Now if I sleep in, I just miss a challenge, which, you know, I'd rather not do, but another one. All right. Gain your life. Okay, well, we'll find something to spin up soon, but seven more hours. 7 more hours. Only 7 more. 61? Holy shit. That event probably ran till like 2 a.m. Three a.m. Jesus Christ. And everybody stayed? Everybody's just like, yeah, we're gonna see this through. Like, alright, I think I'm just gonna do this now. Works, I guess. Hope the top 4 would shop and they didn't. Can you just like force people to shop? You just be like, hey, we're closing. Like, we're gonna do this another time. Like, roll, like, stop. Good. Good draw. I'm gonna, I shouldn't actually do this. Not exactly what I wanted, but it works. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. These are gonna be hard to push through. Okay. Oh. Alright, attack with both. See if you block. Okay. Made that easy. Pew pew. They're gonna have a bunch of fucking dust to dusts and bullshit. And playing fake formats, yeah, until 2 hours go by, and then we'll be playing modern. Don't worry. I think it is over for Boros, or Golgari, not Boros, but you got it. I got food downstairs. I gotta go grab it. Oh wait, what do you think the new version of Omni Combo is? I'm not sure if it's actually unplayable. But the rest of the formats, like the best deck in the format is probably, or one of the best decks in the format is probably the Corey Cutter deck, which is incredibly fast. And then the other deck is like, I don't even know if it's the best, but like Oculus is one of the other best decks. So like you're in a pretty tough spot to have like a combo deck be good enough, I guess. It's just sort of my thought process about that. August is harder. Yeah, I think the deck is like it's the kind of deck that requires like answers or requires specific interaction, and when it doesn't see that from the opponent, it's like pretty powerful. But yeah, the way it fits in the format is just like not, I don't know if it's good enough. I have to remember this Galvanic only does 2 damage. I guess I can just kill this. Oh, it's broken. In right enough slowdown to turn 2 and domain is getting popular as a result. Yeah, I haven't been paying that much attention to the meta, but I mean that sounds like a natural conclusion. For sure. I think I was actually thinking about this before stream today. I think the Oculus deck is good. I think it might be a bit more of a flash in the pan than the Corey Cutter deck. I played the Corey Cutter deck, and like, I don't know if I was probably running pretty hot, but like, there were games where it felt like I wasn't playing the same game as my opponent. Like it felt uh like I just couldn't lose with no matter what they did. And then there were games that were like incredibly close and my deck was just pretty good. So whatever. But the deck's pretty strong. Alright, your turn. Doing really, but every deck was struggling to keep it in check. Yeah, the deck's definitely very strong. That I've noticed. We should do this properly. No deaths to us, please. Cool. Winnable. Hello, Mr. Simba. How are you? Raisins do suck. I didn't like, instead of making like a full-on breakfast, I well, like halfway through making a full-on breakfast, I grabbed some yogurt and granola, and the granola I have, I guess, has raisins in it, and I didn't realize until I started eating it. I was like, oh, well, this could be worse, but still, raisin. I'm gonna wait a turn on this. Okay. Okay. I think I'm just gonna cycle this. I really just like need to find like a breath weapon or something. Alright, well, we're taking 2 a turn for a few turns here. Fire off this blast. Oh, good enough, I guess. See what they do. We draw a fountain. We're in a really good spot. Doesn't do much. Alright. Well. Dust to Dust does look really bad now. That's certainly true. Wonderful. Uh. Um. Maybe it was just supposed to be Shaman. Because they draw Dust to Dust and clear my blockers. Right. Yeah. That wouldn't have happened if I grabbed Shaman. I guess I should have sacked another land instead of sacking a bunch of lands, but whatever. Yeah, I lost extra lands. We take an extra few points here. Were you supposed to hold priority? I was, yeah. Definitely I was. Definitely I was. All right. Maybe we stabilize. Maybe. Doing a redirect even? I don't know if I will. Maybe. Okay. At least I made 330 as of yesterday. Maybe we're on our way up, like we're making 430 soon. 333. Refurb me. Oh. Oh, I mean that's fine. I was probably just gonna do the same thing anyway. Doesn't actually change that much. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Go again. I always forget that this was an MH3 card. Friends resolve. Huh. Yep. Okay, good. This is what I wanted them to do. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Unfortunately, we drew a bunch of lands, but all good. All good. Good morning, Seb. How are you? Best card in deck is MH3? No way. You think this is the best card in the deck? I don't know about that. Certainly very powerful, though. Certainly very good. Ooh. Alright, take 3. Alright, take 7. I'm at 6. Let me draw a card. Let me draw a card. Do Affinity lists play the sack draw spell that gains a bunch of life? Yeah, I have 3 of them. Gains life equal to the card sacrifice CMC. Sorry, mana value. Oh me. Right there. There we go. It's good for me. I'm trying to do this. This. Alright, well, I was gonna say, like, if I miss here, I might just kill this, but obviously, drawing lethal's good too. Probably like some Into the Fires and shit. Oh, it's so loud. Holy. Bring this in. Bark Zeke. Thank you for the raid. Hello. I don't know if I want this. Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday morning. Or I guess it could be Friday afternoon if you're European. Almost got the pronunciation. How would you say it? That's how bark check. Oh. Oh. That's why my Canadian tongue doesn't function that way. Alright, it's too busy being full of syrup and stuff. Bar check. Syrup and poutine, absolutely stuffed full of it. The mess. Can't get the check, you know, the that's not me. I don't know what I fucking want here. I don't want to cut too many low costing artifacts because I have a bunch of affinity creatures. I assume they have Altar Rebirth, but also if I were them, I would cut some. This card's 3 mana and doesn't kill that much. Maybe I just want a 1/1. I don't know. BT has better syrup? Whoa, okay. Let's not push it. You might have better cheese. I don't know much about cheese, but... This hand kind of sucks. Hand's a little better. I'm probably gonna do that. Well, they might just be always into the firing my first land. But, oh, no, just lightning bolting my dome. But, smash smithereens. Alright. Weird spot. I could like start building my mana base and play this and then play the fountain and take this. Or I could play this, draw 2. Lava Dart. I think this is better. I'm not sure though. Okay. We are just at 15 still, so not that big of an issue, I guess. We only have one black source if they have like a into the fire. Okay. I think I'm just gonna pass and sack this Wellspring with this bargain. Maybe gaining 2 life isn't enough. I'm not sure. I kind of do just want to cast Ancestral though, so. 2 cards. 2 cards. I mean, what could be better than them dealing 4 damage? Okay. I'm probably gonna put this Unexpected Fangs on this Familiar if they try to Lava Dart it. Pretty nice. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt, lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. I don't know. I already had a fountain in play. I don't know why I did that. I was really dumb. I had an extra mana up, I guess. Whatever. Ugh. That's really bad for me. Or did any bolt effect? Yeah, I fucked up. I don't know why I just blanked and... Yeah, we die. Yeah. Unfortunate. That was annoying. That's what I get for throwing, I guess. I love it when they make no plays on one. It's my favorite part. Infinite combo. Krark-Clan Shaman in a dream. Okay. What are we at here? Okay. Okay, so basically I need to dodge. They have 2 cards and this thing. Need to dodge like a Smash of Smithereens. I think. Maybe I'm not supposed to bin the map because I need artifact count. I don't know. I lost game 2. Yeah, I punted game 2. I made a really bad mistake when I was in like a spot that was bad to be in to make that mistake, so. Luckily my opponent seems to be tossing a bit, I guess. I don't know why we would double, or why we would Tomb Raider over. I mean, maybe you just want to play the flame thing, but I think you just need to try and find something like Dust or no, Smash. All right. That is an insane attack. Yeah, it's an absolutely insane attack. They kill a creature to get in 2 damage. They can just choose not to play this and make it 2/2 here, right? If they hit a land on top of their library, I think they can play it. And if they hit something that they'd rather cast over this, then like it's a better play, right? I don't know. Obviously, they don't know that I have the Unexpected Fangs, but running in your 2/2 to trade 2 damage when I'm at 9 doesn't seem very good. And I've had people come in here and like talk about the red deck before, be like, oh, it's broken. But every time I play against a red player, this is just kind of what happens. And I either, like, I've come to the conclusion that either the deck is really bad and people play really poorly into it, or the deck is actually decent and people just aren't prepared enough for it, because like there's no way I should be losing this game, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just fucking, what do I know? I don't want to do this. Oh, I guess I get a map token this way, so I can do this. Then do this. The map token's not gonna really... The map token's not better than the clue token, that's for sure. Okay. I was fine with trading 2 creatures and a lightning bolt for the 6/6. When do you think they concede? Has to be soon, right? Game 1 really bad tuning game right before the ban. Yeah, that's wild to me. Never expect the Unexpected Fangs. Pretty good. One, two, three, four, five, six. 2, 3, 4. I guess I could just cast it anyways. Same thing, right? How many times do I want to sacrifice this thing? They kill listeners. Nah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't? No, it doesn't matter. I had to like not sacrifice these because I need to reduce the cost, but I need to put the Myr Enforcer on the stack, so like the cost is still reduced. Oh, I guess I could have beat that because they get an extra token this way. I don't know if the token's gonna matter. It might matter. I guess I could just stack. I forgot that this has the dice trigger also. Okay, I'll be right back. I said I would be right back. All right, they just took the initiative. Does anyone here draft on Magic Online? I'm sure some people do. Not a lot of people that draft on Moto though. Not much reason to draft on Moto, right? Alright, I'm gonna play this. Play point. I wanted to play the Cutter Lottery. Yeah, that's the times I want to do it. Or if I'm times where I've been like trying to have better practice for the Pro Tour, I'll play a bit more Moto compared to Arena, but I don't have any Doomblades in my deck today. So we might have blown our load.
Might just be dead. Maybe I was supposed to try to force the block last turn. I guess. I'm not dead because I'm always at +7. Go to 1. Right, it's 12, 8, 7. Yeah, okay, so. Roll 1. All right, we need another shaman or we die. Good morning, Fuma. How are you? Any content creators that draft MTG online? I don't know. That's something you'd probably have to like look in the directory for, I think. How many looks do we have here? There's 4 cards. Probably my best bets. I'm interested in drafts in Magic Online, interface, and prizes. Okay. Well, what don't you understand about the prizes? Okay, we found out. But I have to like wrath my whole board. Just do vintage. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot about Vintage Cube. Eight. Yeah, my entire fucking board. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 17, you go to 15, you go to 10. I can Galvblast you on the last turn. Yeah, that solves a lot of my issues. I think that lets me beat a boarding party. Poggers. Alright, I think I could have played that game a little better. I think I didn't force them to play a certain way. I think I just let them be, kind of let them do whatever they wanted. And I don't think that was good. I think that was bad. I think that was a bad idea. Oh, they probably have Deglaze. They're probably trying to unglaze me. Under the view prizes in Tarkir, it says 3 wins, rewards 2. I think QB stands for qualifier points, but I'm not sure. And 1 is a competitive trophy. Thanks. I also thought you played 5 games in total, so I'm confused why don't you list 3 wins and 2 wins. Yeah, okay, so first thing, trophy is purely cosmetic. The other thing is in draft, you only play 3 matches. In constructed, you play 5. In limited, you only play 3. This is different on arena, where arena they just kind of make their own rules, but on Moto it's pretty hard, like 3 rounds. So, yeah, you sign up your 3 packs, your 2 tickets, your 120 play points, your 12 tickets, however you enter, and then yeah, the pricing is based on your record. I don't think I want hydros and pyros, or hydros and bebs. And then QPs, qualifier points. If you hover over the qualifier points in your collection, you'll get a better explanation, but they are they're like a token that allows you to enter into another event. Some events require qualifier points only, so you're like qualifying them. Some of them are qualifier points or tickets or play points or whatever. But yeah. think I'm supposed to play this. Yeah, no problem. I hope you get the answer. I will say, despite how much I play Magic Online, when I first started playing Magic Online, the interface was very confusing and I did not understand how to do anything. And if I did not have somebody to show me how to use it, I would have never learned the like forum type like trading area is horrific. How to enter events is confusing. Like I don't envy people trying to get into the game now. I want them to make the decision not based on if they know about this toxin analysis. I think didn't make a difference. Gives a different entry fee option to play points packs. Is there a most cost-effective way of entering for you to want to like have boosters on your account or play points on your account? You can't get rid of them. So like sometimes there's diminishing returns on having play points. So there is like straight up, if you just want to save 3 tickets, you should buy boosties and then draft if you're always going to draft. Sometimes you want to use play points because play points don't do anything else except for like enter events. So you have a bunch of play points you're never going to use. You should save your tickets for something else. And did I build my swamp right? Doesn't matter. I guess it does actually kind of matter maybe. For the Moto interface, it oversimplifies the process does not allow full customization, which is a bummer with priority and mechanics. Maybe you're just a boomer. No, I do prefer the Moto interface. I'm not saying I don't prefer it. And I've talked about this a few times before, and I'm not sure if it's like a weird opinion. I haven't heard a lot of other people say this, but I think that Magic Online and Arena are just functionally different games, even though they are the same game. Like they're both Magic the Gathering. They're just like different Magic the Gatherings. And this is just Arena as a video game. And sometimes I want to play a video game, and sometimes I want to play competitive Magic the Gathering, and one program is good for that and the other one isn't. I like customization. I like not having to have a super high graphics card to run the program. I like the secondary economy on Moto a lot more. The enter events have value though, especially doing QPs and get good pricing. Yeah, the Moto has like a path to the pro system. It has quantifiable pricing, like the pricing in general. You can like build your collection a lot easier, more effectively. It's like one of the things I also like about Moto is that like you're playing against, like, you know who you're playing against, like as a like a pool of players sort of thing. The F2 option does something in my NMR chain priority. Yeah, exactly. That's so loud. Thank you, D-Spark. Can you not hear her? Thank you. That, like, with all that being said though, like, Moto is archaic. There's no way you can say that it's not, right? And it does kind of suck for newer players and the Magic community in general. I think that it's archaic because like a lot of people aren't engaging in Magic the same way we are, if that makes sense. I'm just never gonna be able to kill this thing. So, I don't know. I empathize with people trying to learn the program. I didn't spend a lot of time on like forums or like I played RuneScape for like buy and sell or like parties and occasional, like, I guess you would call it like raiding or whatever, but like learning to use Magic Online, how to use the tabs without like being shown how to do that was a very, like, it was a big learning curve. Took a long time. The platforms seem in competition with each other. I mean, inherently they are, but are they both owned by Wizards of the Coast? I don't know the extent of what either of them are. I can't speak on that specifically too much. Magic Online's been around for a very long time. And Arena was introduced a few years ago. They've stated, WotC, people who work for WotC, that Arena was never meant to be what it is now. There used to be a program called Duels of the Planeswalkers, and Arena was meant to be a new Duels of the Planeswalkers, so to speak. And then it just kind of was like good enough that like it kind of replaced Duels of the Planeswalkers. Also, they phased out Duels of the Planeswalkers and like those kind of games, but it was never meant to be like what it is. And the reason it fundamentally has a bunch of issues is because it wasn't meant to be it wasn't meant to be what it is now. And then the other thing is Magic Online has always sort of been it's never really been supported. So when it was created, it actually, my understanding, I have the article saved somewhere, was that Magic Online was created by somebody who didn't work for WotC. They were just like a fan, or like they were somebody who worked in computer science or could do that sort of thing. And then just built the program, and then WotC acquired it somehow. I don't know the exact purchasing process or whatever. And then it just sort of like became Magic Online. And Magic Online has gone through like years and years and years of issues and problems because it's very much built on just like poor development and programming and stuff in general like that. So like it's not really that they're in like competition with each other per se. because Magic Online doesn't necessarily like. I mean, it sort of gets support now that Daybreak is like putting in a lot of effort, and I really want to like shout out Daybreak. They're great. Hashtag sponsored, but Magic Online is like for a very niche set of people, and it just doesn't really. It's not directly in competition because they don't like hit the same market. They don't do the same thing. They don't. There's a lot of misses in why they're not the same market, or why they're not in that much competition, if that makes sense. Inherently, they are because they're the same game, but. We know their last card. It's this thing, yeah. Of Reach. Moto perps, yeah. Which is why, like, I tried to start with saying, like, they're different things. They're different games. Like, it's inherently it's the same game, but one's a video game and one is like one is more like pure, true. Like, is there anything in Tarkir? What's the I'm not a mathematician. I haven't ran the numbers, but what's in Tarkir? It's Corey Cutter, and I mean I can just look at Goldfish. Corey Cutter's 32 tickets right now. Ugin's 28. So what's your chance to open one of these? Oh, it just has list numbers? It doesn't have card numbers? I don't know what the opportunity to open a Corey Cutter and a booster is, I guess, is kind of the info I would need that's missing. But, like, how many drafts would you need to open to, like, statistically open a Corey Cutter? One in 60? So every 20 drafts you should open one. So every 20 drafts you are up. Let's just add the top two together, and it's what, 60 tickets? You're up 60 tickets. So that has to offset the 2 tickets for drafting every time, and then you have to run a 60% win rate the entire time. I don't think it's, again, I haven't done the math. It's been a while since I've thought about this. Maybe I could do the math. I'd probably make a mistake somewhere, but like I'm just fairly certain it's not statistically profitable. Maybe there's a slider. Does GoBots have this in their slider? Why didn't I just check this? Event calculator. Yeah, they don't know. Oh, I have spell bombs. Right. We're just dead. Multiple copies of uncommons. How much does it cost to buy an entire set from a Magic Online bot? If you're, I mean, you seem pretty new to Magic Online. A lot of info. So, I won't get too much into it. I would just, so there's this website. I use this for everything. GoatBots. They are one of the biggest bot chains online. Where was this? If you wanted to go to Dragonstorm, full redeemable set, they will sell you a full set for this amount of tickets, and you can sell a full set to them for this amount of tickets. And then they have other sets. Redemption doesn't last forever, but you can get redemption online. What's this for? Six. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Free attack. Are foil sets less? Do they just get given out more? I think it's, but almost everything on Magic Online is just supply and demand. Maybe they get given out more. Maybe you open them in chests more. My initial thought is that, how did I fuck up? 1, 2, 3. Oh no, it's fine. I mean, I did kind of fuck up, but whatever. My initial thought is that there's just less demand for foils. Like, people don't want to play with foils. They slow the game down. They add a bit of lag. They look ugly. So there's just less demand for them. People aren't like going to not play a card because it's foil. So there's like, if you have a card that's in high demand, it's going to be worth something still. Like, take a look at Ugin, but foil cards in general are cheaper for that reason, because they just people don't want them as much. What would you recommend? Rather budget friendly, Pauper? It depends on what you want to get out of Moto. Pauper is a good place to start, but Pauper is a very confusing, and it's an old format, so there's a lot going on, and you're going to just see a bunch of cards that have no value or like knowledgeable value anywhere else, right? I would suggest playing a format that you either play in paper or limited, because the card pool in general is like, it's repeatable, so you'll know what the card pool is, you'll understand what's happening, but you also will like get to keep the sort of like experience, if that makes sense. And generally people aren't playing a lot of Pauper and paper, but if they are, they're like pretty well versed. I will say that like standard is generally what I suggest, but standard's not good on Moto. I would never suggest you play standard on Moto. I would say modern, but modern's insanely expensive. And I don't know if I would suggest like getting into modern just because it's so expensive. Why no standard on Moto? Nobody plays. And I mean, I'm sure you can assume why, or you can understand why nobody plays, but it's just because Rena is a better replacement. So like, why would somebody play Moto on Arena? Or like, why would a newer player or person trying to get into it like play on Arena? and there's just like not a real good reason for them to do so, if that makes sense. The other thing is like there's a lot more marketing for Arena. Arena's on like Steam, so when you have people who are like looking to play a new format or play something that's repeatable, like I've said, they're gonna play on Arena. So you just don't have new players. So you have like enfranchised players, and that's like fine and everything. Like those players are gonna keep playing or whatever. But they're either gonna keep play against each other or they're just not gonna play all the time. They're gonna take breaks. They're gonna whatever, right? So like you just don't get new players in. The leagues are dead. On Modern, it's kind of the opposite. You only really get like, oh, that probably kills me. I was probably supposed to play this. You only get new players, or like you get some old players, but a lot of it just comes down to like why people play Magic in general. Probably not really beating this that much anyways. You can do challenging leagues in Arena. You can't. There's some kind of league, but it's not the same as tournament. Like, yeah, Moto. Yeah, what you're saying is doesn't matter, though. Like, why? It all comes down to, like, what people want to spend their time and effort and money on. And then marketing. So, like, some amount of it is, like, what they know. They don't know about Moto. They don't know how to use Moto. It's a rather like archaic old program. It's hard to work through by yourself. There's no marketing about it per se. It like maybe it exists, but it's not super prolific. And then people don't want challenges in leagues. They don't want to be challenged sometimes. Maybe they want competition, but that's not what they want. They don't want tournaments. They don't want to have to think about every single play they make all the time. Is it in the settings? Yeah. In old Moto, I think it was version 3, you used to be able to change the pictures. Which was kind of sick. So last time I played against this little guy that sat at the table, yeah. You really quick explain how to buy tickets on Moto and how I'd buy one of the Goat Bot sets. Dancing Skrelv? Is there a Dancing Skrelv emote? So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me finish sideboarding. I don't want to dox myself here. You just go to store. Will this dox me? Has actual events, like challenges and events I can play. It's like, not everybody wants that. I want that. I like that. I also, there are times when I just want to like click buttons and like.
Hello everyone.
Oh, Hatsune Miku's broken.
President of Domino's Pizza.
Where I just want to like play a few quick games of Arena or like standard with the Corey Cutter deck because I just only have like 30 minutes or whatever. There's no stakes. It's like it just doesn't. There's not a huge impact of like whatever. I can also still just play like pretty casually and just like still take away some things, right? Like I can still just get the experience of Magic without like needing to put in so much time and effort, if that makes sense. And that is a good reason for Arena. Mind you, like, it's not the perfect answer. And that's okay. Moto's not free, at least at the beginning. Right. Everything has a cost to it. Again, this is just like all goes back to like, what do you want out of it? There's a spy. Have I ever tried opponent's deck? Seems super cool from the outside. No. I'm not big on graveyard decks in this format, simply because, well, mostly like Affinity, I feel, has just like a bunch of built-in spell bombs. Use creature for Winding Way. And I just don't find it very fun. You know, like, you have the split second thing. Like, this seems like incredibly boring. I'm not combo pilled though. I don't know why I exited the Vandal. Wait, exile a creature card from your graveyard if you do. The prizes for redeemable sets from the bots seem incredibly good compared to retail. Why don't people just buy sets from bots instead of sealed products from local game stores? There's something you're missing here. There's a redemption cost. You get the cards on your account, but you don't just like, it's not just a free redemption. You have to pay a redemption cost, which is like processing and shipping and whatever. You don't just like get it for free per se. No. Yeah. What if you just main deck 4 Hatcher in standard? I'm pretty sure they have the split second card. You can go. I've had water downstairs boiling for so long. Me? Oh, lethal. When you make your tea, you boil the poured out Arizona can in a pot, or do I microwave it? Oh, I made the mistake of microwaving an aluminum bowl when I was in my college, or not college, my high school foods class. Luckily, one of my classmates stopped me before anything crazy happened. But yeah, don't. They've never mulliganed in their life. We get a channel point reward to make you eat a handful of raisins? No, what the fuck? God, that would be disgusting. Use this pedal. Raisins are so gross. Give the people what they want. Oh, hello, Joe. How are you? They don't have that many creatures in their deck. Like mine. Like I have. Way to like gain a bunch of life anyways. Two cards. Well, they have to go Black Source, Balustrade Spy. Which could be it, but I don't think bargaining this is gonna change much. Okay, well, I can beat that one. Even if they Dredge return back this, I can beat this. Yeah. Well, this rarely happens, but here we are. Let's use Turkey as an example. Cobot's is trading this set for redeem fee is $8 total. The total cost, which is roughly the same cost as Turkey or Play Booster. So why buy the Play Booster? You can get the whole set for the same cost. Yeah, okay, so I guess a full set is not 4 of each. It's 1 of each, I guess is one thing. It is factory sealed, but it is 1 of each. It's not 4 of C's. 4 of each. The other thing is it's probably still cheaper for you to buy each of those cards individually, if that makes sense. Like $157 for the full set is a lot of money. I think you could probably get the entire set. I don't know how much the actual set is. What's the most expensive card in the set? Like Corey Cutter? If you were to buy 1 of every card, that's really expensive. Ugin? How much is Ugin? Is it like 60? And then Elspeth? Corey Cutter's cheaper than both of those? Why are they so expensive in paper? Corey is like 20. Just because they're mythics? Have you heard of Commander? I mean, okay, yeah, you're right. You got me. My bad. I just, yeah, I guess. Yeah. You're right. You got me. That's on me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think like you could probably buy one of each of the whole set for around the same price. Were you buying one of each card in the set for that price? What? What do you mean? You just buy them from a store. Pauper used to be the most free money back in the day? Yeah. Even the whole on a card kingdom, it's over 500. There's no way every card in the set is over $500. Not a chance. That might be like the most expensive version of each card. Where are we? Tarkir Dragonstorm. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V. Early markets. So here, mtgstocks.com. Most expensive card, average market, foil. You're looking at $50. You go down here. What's this? Voice of Victory, $10. Maybe it would hit 500, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Probably makes it 20. Maybe it would hit 500, but oh, this is showcase too. Yeah, there's no way. I don't think it's close to 500. I think that's really high. Really, really, really high. Counting all the artworks differently. Oh, okay. The full set in Europe for 310 European. You watch that clip together. Elemental P. You never heard of the alphabet, John? Yeah, so if I went to my local game store, LGS, and I was like, hey, I'm looking to buy a good chunk of a single copy of every Dragonstorm card, I would pay their pricing. Paying on Card Kingdom or whatever, some website is probably like, I don't know. I live in Canada. Base is one of the more expensive stores, but they have the highest stock and everything. So like, you're paying for convenience or whatever. If I were to buy it from a person, I wouldn't expect to pay 100%. If I wanted to get 100, if I wanted to get one of each card in the set, there's probably a lot of cheaper ways to do it, I think. If like the concern is actually just like monetary value, I guess, but maybe not. I don't know. I've never looked to purchase a full set before. I have a few myself, or like get a few full set before, so I don't know. No, I'm probably just always sacrificing. I probably am. I might try and double block. What would the cheapest way to do that? Get a full set? Do you want it factory sealed or no? So this is a full set of, this is actually a foil full set. A Battle for Zendikar. This is what they look like. There's one of each Battle for Zendikar card in here in the normal set, not including expeditions. This is what you get when you do redemption. If you just want a single of each card, you just, I don't know, I would go to a LGS, would ask, I would be like, this is what I want to pay, this is what I'm willing to pay. If you just want to like put them in a binder or put them in a box and like collect one of every card, then yeah, I would just, it's footwork or legwork or whatever. But that's the cheapest way to do it. It might, again, like you have to like value your time a certain way too. Like maybe it takes a lot more time. But here in Australia, there's no LGS that has that stock. I don't know. If you literally can't get those cards because of where you live, like you can't get one of each card, I don't know, like cost of whatever in Australia. I live in Canada and we're like right next to the state, so I mean there's tariffs and everything, but it's relatively cheapish, I guess. London, Ontario. Send you a foil Woodland Wander. Is that the, which one's that? Is that the 6 mana rare or is that the 4 mana rare with domain? Converge, yes. I will not be doing that. Oh, I'm muted. I forgot I muted. And she would buy for. It might be the. I don't know if it's the cheapest way to do it. It takes a lot of time. Like it takes a lot of time, and there's like it. You have to wait for shipping. You have to do so much, you know. I mean, I guess if I find untap land, I get a reroll. Oh no, I already played an untap land. A reroll. So, best way to look at... No, I can't. I need to spike it here. Look at a double bargains. Oh, I'm so good at Magic. Oh, that was insanely lucky. Holy shit. That was insanely lucky. The other options. And if they're going to play that slow. Like, I think 6 sucks. And if they're trying to cast 6, like, not super concerned with what's happening in the game, I guess. I could have just definitely kept one of those slower hands and beat them. Okay, because Boris has mostly cut Moon entirely. Just disclaimer, I don't know. I just heard from Titan perverts and Titan adjacent perverts that like the Titan players have been cutting Saga. I don't know what's correct. Some of this is like if they aren't cutting Saga, they just get blown. Like that game, they would have gotten heavily blown out by Wrath of the Skies. And so I think like maybe they're just not caring about Wrath of the Skies or whatever. But like if that's a choice they're making, then I can in turn like beat that, if that makes sense, right? They are Titan perverts. Ever heard of Hatsune Miku? No. What's Hatsune Miku? Eat? And kill me?
Hello, everyone. I'm Scott, president of Domino's Pizza.
Have you heard of Hatsune Miku? Right, I have 7. Yeah, okay. So this. This. Ten cards, eh? Oh, I was gonna check if there's anything else. 3. It's broken. I think I have to fix it, but it is certainly broken.
Goodbye, everyone.
I'll remember you in therapy.
I don't know what's happening.
Okay, if you keep doing that, I will just turn it off. All right, it's getting muted. I play this. And do this. Then Fracture Confession. And Fangs. Hello, Runs. How are you? Encore makes you understand standards. Is Mono Black legit? I mean, it's winning. Do I think it's good? Gates. Modern Age. Hatcher is very good. Hatcher is very strong. That card is really good. Pretty pog. How is the Modern Age legal in Pauper? Doesn't make any sense. Common. Thank you for your question. Modern's supposed to be stronger. What format do you think is stronger, Pauper or Modern? Do you think it's close? Card from MH0 set. This? No, this is from Kamigawa. The cycle? Is this supposed to be a cycle? Kamigawa was very power craft, yeah. Fable. Bankbuster. Beseju. Oh yeah, the channel lands. True. Forgot about those. That one's gonna be hard to beat. Whoa. What? I'm really happy with that block. That was really good for me. Holy shit. I think I'm playing the Shaman. Murder. Pretty good. Hey. Pretty good. Okay. I legitimately think, well, I guess I just have a kind of a free block, but then I can't attack anymore. If they just like left back the Guardian and just like pumped it, I just like am losing the race. Like, fairly certain I am very easily losing the race. Should be what, 7? I'd go to 11. They have another, it'd be at least 12. 19. Like, I could block with the Myr Enforcer, but then I'm forced to block with the Myr Enforcer forever. I take the first hit. Don't understand the double block the first turn. Doesn't make sense. What do I know? Oh, I didn't play this. I meant to play that. Whatever. My modern opponent like joined the game and then lost connection. They're gonna time out. All right. Round 3 win, I guess. Maybe a cutter gamer at the RC. I don't know. Maybe. Still like 4 weeks away or 3 weeks away or whatever, right?
We do take those, yeah.
That's close. We're recycling Shaman for a card. I was thinking about that. I was also thinking about just playing this so I could attack with it. But I don't think I need to cycle yet. Like next turn, I think I have to cycle. So it's probably worth it to do it next turn. Pretty good. All right, well. Oh, I should wait. I should let this resolve. In case I draw a sacrifice. Nope. Do this one. Eight. They could have counterspell also in their deck. E-Banal. So we know one of the cards in their hand. We don't die to nowhere, I think. No, we do die to nowhere. We die to Journey. Okay. Probably put us in a pretty strong spot then. Oh, did my other opponent time out? Yeah, my modern opponent just... Oh. Alright. Okay. Sure, whatever. I don't care about your hands. Don't show me your hands. Don't care. Probably have what? Dust to Dust, Annuls. I just have a bunch of Rebs and Babs, right? Modern Age. Not kill. They might be cutting the 2/3 if they threw it away so easily. No standard challenge? Oh, I missed it. Oops. Now I forgot about it. Yeah, I just overlooked it. We can cut all these. We need 9 to fire. don't have the cards for it, you'd need to wait like you need to wait a bit, basically. Need to wait like 3 minutes. I don't know if I'm gonna have a deck in time. Any standard challenge gamers? We need 6 more. My favorite streamer. I fucked up. I should have played a Black Source earlier, and we're gonna get fucking, yeah, dusted. So bad at Magic. I was distracted trying to rent that deck. If I pay your entry, you'll play the standard challenge. I won't pay your entry. I don't care that much. Oh, it's dead. There should be a PSA like, you should stay in the event until it collapses. But whatever. Same as how it was. Raven. Probably in the mini right now. Oh, in mini. Yeah. At least it like enough are, right? Like it's hard to go from like over 100 to not firing a 64 person a few days later. I don't think there's a better time to do this. Fucking raisins in my granola. So tilted. You dispelled that? Fucking sick. That's great for me. Didn't I buy the granola? It's like you should have known there was raisins in there. It's not in the title. The title is I can't remember, but it's not raisins because I wouldn't have bought it if it was raisins. The third ingredient is raisins, but like that's still not a lot of raisins. But it's enough where like, what the fuck? Yeah, I don't look at the ingredients of everything I buy. Come on, if I did that, I just like wouldn't go to McDonald's ever. Sometimes I read the label, but like, bag is see-through. You anti-grape or dry, or just dry grape? No, I think grapes are great. I love grapes. Who doesn't? Honestly. I guess I have a little bit more game left, but we're done. All good. I fucked up on turn 1. Why didn't you play the free 4/4? My out was to draw Blowgun. Or I was trying to draw Blowgun. Maybe I just should have. It was never blogging. I don't know if it was attacking either. I guess it just like always adds to my affinity count. But I don't think it mattered that much. I want to cut a card. Might have been over spellbombed there. You thought I was from Calgary? Why do you think I was from Calgary? What the fuck? Do I sound Albertan to you? What the hell? Kind of fucked up. Vancouver? I'm also not from Vancouver. I would like to live in Vancouver, but it's a bit expensive out there. It's the haircut? Oh no. I don't look Ontarian anymore. Alright, let me draw exactly a Volta Whispers. Am I about to get dusted? No, not this turn at least. Isn't Canada part of the US? Yeah, totally. Isn't Portugal a part of Spain? Isn't like Spain just like a part of France? Too far? That's too far? Oh, my bad, my bad. A big country called Earth. Yeah, I'm not the one you need to tell that to. Alright. Vault of Whispers. Vault of Whispers. I think I would rather have this Enforcer in my graveyard than an Exile. It is a bit unfortunate that we were missing on a lot of black sources, but... Luckily my opponent's deck is just not very good. We do have a bit of breathing room, but... Cool. Alright, gets to be a little bit too much. How many records do you think California Raisins released? 5, maybe? At least 5? What, 5? Yeah. 5's a good guess. Make sweet potatoes with some marshmallows mixed in. Oh no, that sounds like a insane amount of like just flavors that would destroy me, man. Like that is way too many things. Only 4. At my doorstep, John_Watts. Young John. I like sardines. Yeah, I love sardines. Not in high quantity because it's a very overwhelming flavor. I don't like too much of a strong flavor. My palate is very sensitive. But I do like sardines, yeah. When I was in Spain, we had quite a few fish dishes and like paella and all that stuff, and I really liked it. I don't dislike potatoes. Potatoes absorb whatever flavor you put around them, so it, like, again, very overwhelming flavor very fast. All right, we bricked pretty hard there. Go birds. I do have a very sensitive palate, yeah. My sinuses are very sensitive, and it can be like very overwhelming pretty fast, and it like ruins certain foods for me, like I said, sardines or cranberry juice. Like salt in general I don't mind, but salt could be a lot too. Just a very sensitive boy. Little sensitive lad, okay? No, I really like spicy food. I very much like spicy food. Like it's a to a fault, like to a problem where like I will eat things that give me like inflammation or like stomach problems or whatever, and it's just like I just don't care, you know? Shit's so good. Also, like, it's not like a specific flavor. Like I love, like, Tabasco is good, but like a buffalo is also pretty good. You know, so like a Louisiana or like